What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NFL First Look lineup vid with your boy for Week 3 NFL. Last night was another showdown victory. It's been all nothing but showdown and primetime victories for your boy so far this season. Main slate's been You know what I mean? It's been a little but the showdown and primetimes have been amazing. Hit up greenlightdfs.com to join the squad for week 3. Like I always say, you get all the showdowns, you get the prime time, you get the main slate, you get college football, pretty much everything with that package. So go grab that at greenlightdfs.com and let's get it. Announcement tonight. All right, I'm recording this Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central. I will be live on this channel breaking a box of 2021 Donruss football hobby. We'll be looking for, Trevor Lawrence's, Justin Field rookies, stuff like that. We'll be just, cracking open some NFL boxes. And I will be also answering Week 3 NFL DFS questions as well. So it'll pretty much be a Week 3 NFL DFS live show with a box break going on at the same time. All right? So come check that out. If you want to get a spot in the box break, there's 8 spots. Not sure at this moment how many spots are taken already, but there are 8 spots. Everybody's going to get a random division that gets into it, and you'll get every card that matches that division. So that'll be tonight. So if you want to actually get cards and actually have some, potential of getting some cards at the same time as the live show tonight, hit up GLD Breaks, like Gold Breaks, GLDBreaks.com, and grab your spot for the 2021 Donruss Hobby Box. All right? Let's get straight into this, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Week 3 is here, and this is one of the sexiest. This is the sexiest first look lineup I've had so far this year. Loving this slate. It is about to go down. So I'm super excited for this. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. I'm not going to keep up too much of your time. Let's go ahead and get it. All right, so starting off at quarterback this week. And remember, this is a first look lineup, y'all, okay? So as things go on throughout the week, things could change. There might be injuries that I'm taking advantage of that might not end up happening, or, vice versa. There might be injuries later on in the week that open somebody up as amazing value. Remember, I don't know that at this point. I'm going off what I know. And I'm just doing a first look lineup. Things will change by the end of the week, but this just gets you started and gets you on a good right track. All right. Quarterback, Daniel Jones. All right. Danny Dimes has been low key balling this year. All right. Not going to lie to you. 22 and 29 the first couple games of the year. Okay. It's not even the fact that he's doing well through the air. The most impressive thing that he's got going right now is the rushing that he's been putting on, the clinic that he has been putting on running the ball. He got 95 rushing yards against Washington last game. A big chunk of that was a long run that he had that he broke. But that's the potential you have out of Danny Jones every time he's out there. Now, he doesn't do a bunch of crazy shit through the air a lot of times. I mean, 267 yards, 249 yards passing the first couple games. All right, so it's not like he's gone crazy. And a lot of these quarterbacks this year are throwing for 350, 400. It's ridiculous. So he's not killing it through the air. But the whole point of this is he's 5'8", going against a bad Atlanta defense. Listen to this, y'all. I have been every single year. I call the Atlanta front office. I call the Atlanta Falcons front office, and I give them a piece of my mind on what they need to do to fix their team. Okay. Now, if they ever answer that call and they stop ignoring me and never answering, if they ever answer that call, I'm actually going to give them a piece of my mind and maybe they'll make adjustments. All right. I'm going to continue calling until the day they answer. All right. But so far they haven't answered. That's why their defense keeps sucking. So I'm going to take advantage of that. All right. Daniel Jones in this Giants offense is a solid spot to go. Plus, these Giants running backs, Saquon's not 100% right now. All right, plain and simple, he's just not. So expect a lot out of Danny Dimes and him to have to really take control here and rush one in, maybe throw a couple in. Really like some receivers from him as well. It's a fantastic matchup. Hurts and Brady both just they just dominated my Falcons, man. It's sad, but Giants are at home. I love this spot for Daniel Jones. All right. Also, forgot to announce the $50 winner from last week. So if you are still here and you didn't bounce out already, the winner is Ballin Nicholas. Ballin Nicholas is the winner for last week's $50 giveaway. I forgot to announce that in the beginning of the video. I just realized that. All right. So congratulations, Nicholas. Hit me up on Twitter at Cam_ATL so I can send that over to you. Appreciate you supporting. Everybody else too. Make sure you get your name in for this week's drawing for the $50 giveaway down below in the comments section as we go. All right. Next up at running back, A running back that I really love this week is Austin Ekeler. Now, I love this spot here for the Chargers. I love Justin Herbert, don't get me wrong. Austin Ekeler here is in a fantastic spot. Nick Chubb carved this KC defense up for over 23. Ekeler is not getting a ton of carries in the run game, but he got 10 targets in the pass game finally. Week 1, he didn't get any targets in the pass game. Week 2, they finally realized, you know what, we have to throw this dude the ball. He's one of our best receivers. So we have to get him the ball. 10 targets, 9 catches for 61 receiving yards. That is an amazing thing to see because Austin Ekeler is in full point PPR like Draftkings is. That's a big deal. All right, in a game where they should be trailing against Kansas City here in Kansas City, expect to see a lot of Austin Ekeler here. And at 7-2, I really love Ekeler a lot this week. All right, RB2. Really love Tyson Williams here in this spot, man. Tyson Williams is in Detroit. That has been just absolutely getting destroyed. Aaron Jones, who helped us get the victory last night, scored 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns in yesterday's game. This defense is so bad versus the run. They are horrible. They've been gashed so far this year. And Tyson Williams has looked really, really solid. Okay, I don't love the amount of carries and how they're giving Latavius carries and how now they got Devontae Freeman who they want to get involved in. I don't love that part. Baltimore never can tend to, stick to one guy and just give the guy the bulk of the carries. But Tyson Williams is their main guy. He is leading the backfield in snaps and touches and all that. And this is a fantastic matchup against Detroit. So in a game where Baltimore should easily win this game and be up, Tyson Williams definitely sticks out to me at 5'8" as being a guy who they're probably going to use a lot of run here for Baltimore, control the clock, run the ball a shit ton, and Tyson Williams should benefit from that. So I expect a touchdown, maybe 2, out of Tyson Williams here against Detroit. All right, next up, I've finally learned my lesson. You know what I mean? I'm never not playing this dude again. Cooper Kupp is locked from here on out, especially in a game against Tampa Bay where the game should be competitive, if not behind. The Rams are at home in that new beautiful stadium that they got, man. I'm jealous as hell about that stadium. That stadium is beautiful. I'm a Rams fan now because of that stadium, honestly. Cooper Kupp has been absolutely lights out. He has been ridiculous. He has been amazing. 10 targets week 1, 11 targets week 2. The dude is just absolutely balling. Him and Stafford have an amazing connection. It is beautiful to see. This is a solid total. This is a solid game to get exposure to. I expect the Rams to be behind. Tampa Bay's secondary has gotten lit up. Love Cooper Kupp here in this game at home in Los Angeles in a dome. Love this spot here. All right, so Cooper Kupp, absolutely love him, and he's still under 7K, which is ridiculous. He should be one of the highest priced receivers on the entire slate. So Cooper Kupp's pretty much locked for me, all right, especially in a competitive game like he's in. Next up, JuJu SmithSchuster. I don't know if y'all saw, but at the end of the game, at the end of that Pittsburgh game last week, JuJu SmithSchuster is going to get a bump here because Deontay Johnson could barely get off the field on his own. He was having to get help getting off the field last week. So because of that, I'm expecting Deontay Johnson. They play it safe with him, and he sits this week. I don't expect him to be able to play after he was not even able to walk off the field on his own power at the end of that game. So expect JuJu SmithSchuster to be a huge part of this offense this week. He had a big game. He's actually had some solid games this year. I mean, he had 9 DraftKings points week 1, 16 against Las Vegas. And this is a great spot against Cincinnati that's given it up to the pass. Adam Thielen got over 30. Darnell Mooney almost got 13. And that's Mooney. So JuJu SmithSchuster's got huge potential. He showed last year 37 against Cleveland in the wild card game. I mean, he's got crazy upside, especially if you take the highly targeted Deontay Johnson out of that offense. JuJu SmithSchuster is going to eat. So pay attention to that situation. But if Deontay Johnson misses, JuJu SmithSchuster will be one of my favorite point per dollar receivers on the slate against Cincinnati. To pair up Daniel Jones, you gotta consider Sterling Shepard. Sterling Shepard's been highly targeted by my boy. 27 DraftKings points in 17 the first 2 games of the year. This dude's getting targeted. Now he gets a cakewalk matchup against this Atlanta secondary. Love this spot for Sterling Shepard paired up with Daniel Jones. Shepard, 9 targets, 7 catches, 113 yards, and a touchdown week 1. 10 targets, 9 catches, 94 yards receiving against Washington week 2. Sterling Shepard, I'm expecting to get in the end zone here against Atlanta and be a big part of this and get another 10-plus targets. Expect a big game out of Sterling Shepard, and under 6K is criminal. He is a amazing option. At tight end, Got to go TJ Hockenson here in a game where Detroit's going to be behind, throwing the ball a lot. And lucky for Hockenson, he's going against the Baltimore defense that gave up almost 30 to Darren Waller and over 26 to Travis Kelce. Now, don't get me wrong, Travis Kelce and Darren Waller are two of the best tight ends in the entire league. So, hamper your expectations a little bit. But Hockenson is slowly but surely working his way up to the consideration for being one of the better tight ends in the league as well. 10 targets, 8 catches, 97 yards week 1 against San Francisco and a touchdown. Week 2, 9 targets, 8 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown against Green Bay. Dude's a touchdown monster. Expect Jared Goff to look to him early and often here against Baltimore, and Hockenson is his favorite red zone target here. Expect that to go well for TJ Hockenson in a very plus matchup, and only 5-2. His price went down after he did well against Green Bay. So this is a great spot here for TJ Hockenson at 5-2. In a game where, like I said, game script is equaling out for Hockenson perfectly. Detroit's going to be behind and having to throw the ball a lot, and Hockenson is his favorite weapon. All right? At the flex, you can play with this spot a little bit, but I have some reasoning behind this. Wait. There we go. Marvin Jones Jr. Marvin Jones Jr. is going against an Arizona squad that is going to destroy Jacksonville, okay? Plain and simple, Arizona's going to get a lead here. Jacksonville's going to have to do a lot of throwing. That is the game script I'm expecting. Now, if for some odd reason that game script doesn't happen, I'm going to be a little worried here. But with the fact that Arizona should destroy Jacksonville, this is a Jacksonville squad that got blown out by Houston and got beat pretty solid by Denver. I'm expecting Arizona to absolutely destroy them and Jacksonville to have to do nothing but throw against Arizona here. And Marvin Jones has been solid. 9 targets, 5 catches, 77 yards against Houston and a touchdown. 11 targets, 6 catches, 55 yards and a touchdown against Denver. He's a red zone target, a touchdown guy for this Jacksonville squad. Trevor Lawrence looks to him early and often. He's targeting him a ton. Totally understand that, and I love the fact that the game script's equaling out for Marvin Jones to get a lot of targets again, and I expect over a 100-yard performance here soon. And against Arizona, this definitely could be it. So I love Marvin Jones at 4-9 in that game script. And then last but not least, Carson Wentz sprained both ankles. Okay? Sprained both ankles. All right, so Titans defense is at home, only 2-4, going against the backup most likely. Have to keep an eye on this. Even if Carson Wentz plays, I'm interested a little bit in the Titans defense. Their defense has not been good this year. Don't get me wrong. This defense has been bad. They've given up a ton of points. They gave up 38 to Arizona and then another 30 to Seattle. They give it up, but they're at home going against a team where even if Carson Wentz plays, he's got weak ankles. At any moment, his ankles could snap. You never know, okay? And he's got weak ankles, and he's known for turning the ball over. All right, that's Carson Wentz. Then you have a possibility that Carson Wentz misses, and you're going to the backup. Their backup is okay. He's serviceable. But you're throwing the backup in there against the Titans at home in Tennessee. I expect big things here out of this Titans defense, and they give me a cheap defense to be able to, get all the studs that I want this week, and most of the time I punt defense. So right now, when it comes to punt defense, Titans are really sticking out to me as a defense I really, really like. So that's it for the first look lineup, y'all. We got Daniel Jones going against Atlanta. Like I said, every single year I call Atlanta's front office to give them a piece of my mind. If they ever answer the phone, I will tell them that plain and simple, your defense sucks. You need to work on fixing that. And if they would have answered the phone call, maybe I wouldn't be playing Daniel Jones right now. But they never want to answer my phone call. They want to act like I don't matter. So screw it. I'm going to pick on them this week. Austin Ekeler against Kansas City in a game where they should be behind. Finally got the targets he deserved. Tyson Williams in a game where they should be up, running the ball heavy, controlling the clock. Cooper Kupp, lock. JuJu SmithSchuster, no Deontay Johnson. Should be a bump to JuJu. Pay attention to Deontay's status. If Deontay plays, I'm not going to be as interested in JuJu at all at 6K. All right? Sterling Shepard paired up with Daniel Jones. Love these two guys against Atlanta. They're going to have a field day. TJ Hockenson, favorite target for Jared Goff in a game where they're going to get absolutely destroyed. Marvin Jones Jr., they're going to get absolutely destroyed as well, trying to keep up with Arizona. Fantastic spot for Marvin Jones. And then the Titans defense. All right, thank you guys for joining me as always. Remember, join me later on tonight, 7 p.m. Central on this YouTube channel. On this channel, I'll be going live to talk Week 3 NFL, take all of your questions, any questions you guys have for me. Make sure you join me at 7 p.m. Central on this channel to ask away. I'll be answering those questions at the same time as opening a box of 2021 Donruss Hobby with everybody, and hopefully pulling some heat. Hopefully get a downtown, which is an ultra rare card that comes out of Donruss. I would love to hit a downtown, which those are worth like over $1,000. So that'll be fun to do. It'll be fun in general, man. It'll be something fun to do while I answer DFS questions. All right. Like I said, if you want a spot in that break and you want a random division for yourself and want to for any cards that you could get out of that division when I'm doing that, make sure you hit up GLD Breaks, gldbreaks.com, and grab a spot on that 2021 Donruss box. Thank you guys for joining me as always. I'll see y'all tonight. Peace.